Do you think that there's still a stigma about men speaking up about their mental health struggles?
I would agree, yeah, there is. Not the same way as it used to be. Years ago, my dad had an issue with mental health. He had 2 bouts. It was interesting, once in the mid-90s and once around 2016. And the thing that struck me was the difference between how it was dealt with in those different times. In 2016, it was treated as a proper illness. He was given proper health and good care, and it was a marked difference from 1996, where they pretty much treated him like a madman and drugged him. And I think for him to actually own up about his own mental health difficulties was quite difficult. He didn't have an environment or a framework to do that. Whereas nowadays the stigma exists, but people are, I think, a lot freer to be able to open up and talk and are encouraged to do so more.
And on that note, like, what would you say is the reason that men struggle with opening up about their mental health?
Oh, all sorts of reasons. Machoism, scared of being seen as a weaker man, shyness, could be a million reasons. But I think people are given a lot more encouragement now, certainly in workspaces and then also with friends, to open up.
I agree. And things have really changed over the years.
Very much so, yeah, absolutely. In work, I get mental health talks all the time through HR. They give us talks. They have speakers who come in and talk about mental health. So, yeah, there's much more of an awareness there, and I think that helps.
And that's great. And I know you spoke a bit about your dad there, but like, is there anyone else that you know, any other men who are comfortable speaking up about their mental health?
I've a good close knit group of friends, and yeah, we've all gone through our and faced our demons, so we are close enough that we would talk to each other. Probably not to the extent that we should still, but I do know I have somebody I could talk to.
Have you ever seen a guy being told to man up when he's opened up?
Oh, of course. I'm of a certain age, so of course I have. Like, I came from a generation where men were sissies if they opened up about their feelings, if they showed weakness, if they were emotionally aware. So yeah, certainly when I was a teenager, which is going back to the 80s, like, you were absolutely expected to man up. If you weren't, you were seen as weak, and you were seen as being perhaps a bit of a sissy.
Thank you for that answer. It's really great to have a bit of insight about how it was back then. What is the worst thing that society teaches men about their emotions?
Oh, probably not to be emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent, and to be able to share exactly the kind of things we're talking about. Like I say, I think things have improved. There's more to do. I think a lot of the discussion and focus, particularly in work now, a lot of it has been about I work in the software industry, and we're not exactly, it's very male dominated. So we work quite hard where we are to try and empower women and to get women's involvement an awful lot more. Not so much of men. So yeah, quite often, like, if men are having mental health difficulties, there aren't really that many avenues for them to approach for help. So yeah, I think there's work to be done.
Yeah. And what would you say to a man who is, struggling with their mental health now? Like, what's the one thing you would say to such a man?
Don't be afraid to talk. People are more receptive than you think.
True.
Absolutely. I would never push anyone away who's looking for genuine help. So that's what I would suggest to anyone in facing that difficulty.
Yeah. So if a man says, I'm struggling, would we listen the same way that we would listen to a woman?
I would, but having gone through experiences and having friends in those experiences, and whether you're a man, woman, whether you're a teenager, we all have our issues, so I wouldn't see any particular difference. But yeah, I don't know. I think mental health now has become quite a talked about issue anyway in society, so I don't think there's as much of a difference anymore. I've female friends who've gone through mental health difficulties, and it was as hard for them to open up as it was for some male friends that I have. So yeah,
we're all human, like, at the end of the day.
Absolutely, yeah, we all need help.
Thank Thank you so much, Francis. I really
Yeah,
appreciate your
you're very
time and love the answers and the insights. It's been great just listening to you talk about them.
You're welcome. Happy to help.
Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
Thank you. Bye. Men's mental health matters. If we want to break the stigma, we need to start talking. Mental Health Ireland has resources to help. That's www.mentalhealthireland.ie.